James McNeil, the Guru Builder.
Well, hello, my name is James McNeil, and I am the Guru Builder. Want to invite you to a very special event entitled Sales Mastery. It's in fact called Sales Mastery for really nice non-salespeople. Now, if you are in sales, it's also for you. It's from zero to hero, from beginner all the way to advanced. Many very high-level brokers, agents, and advisors have gone through this program, said it was transformative. I've also helped those who have never been in sales. So whether you are currently in sales or whether you just realize it would be very important and powerful to be able to help other individuals make informed decisions in their own best interest, to be able to nudge people across into great decisions for themselves. I want to help you. This is what I do. It's called Sales Mastery. I want to invite you to check out these clips. First thing, if you want to get rid of all the psychological barriers to selling, is become comfortable with no. Write that down. Become comfortable with no. I want you to become comfortable saying no and hearing no. In Canada, we are too polite for our own good. In Canada, the onus of responsibility is on the asker. How dare you ask me to lend you my shoes? Whereas in other countries, you just ask what you want and people say no if they want. Here, the onus of responsibility is on the asker, not on the answerer. It's different. We are only allowed to ask what we think is reasonable. In other parts of the world, they ask whatever they feel like asking. Does that not make sense? Can I borrow that? Can I have that? Can I buy your car for $12?
I'm a token American. I have no clue what you're talking about. I honestly completely abhor my
So the idea of, okay, so if I was to ask you right now, can I borrow those glasses?
Certainly.
Okay, so that, in your mind, was a reasonable request.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now, can I have $100?
No.
Okay. Now, you're not offended that I asked.
No.
You're American.
Okay.
Where a Canadian would say, how dare you ask, who are you? We just met, oh my gosh. Americans are like, yeah, fair play, you tried. No.
Well, if you don't have, okay, so my philosophy is if you don't ask the question, the answer is always no.
You are so American, I love you. You are so proving my point, God bless you. So in Canada, we tend, and everyone understand I'm generalizing, it's not everybody, but in Canada, in general, we feel we can only ask something we feel is an appropriate ask. Whereas in the United States and in other countries, you ask whatever you feel like asking, and they say whatever they want. It's not wrong to say no. Here, we're so uncomfortable with no that we put the onus of responsibility on the asker, not to ask for anything they shouldn't. Everyone follow that? Here's an interesting thing. I was facilitating a conversation of these leaders. Please hear me. CEOs, presidents, captains of enterprise, like powerful, powerful men in Oakville. And we were talking about this event that we wanted to invite our friends to. And part of it would be fundraising, part of it is this other thing, we're encouraging people to join groups. And I was shocked. These powerful, powerful men all of a sudden went quiet. I said, what happened here? And they said, well, what if they say no? I'm like, oh my gosh, you're the scariest men in Canada, and you're afraid of rejection. I thought, boy, I got to tell everybody else that even you guys are afraid of this stuff. So they were afraid. I thought, unbelievable. It's everywhere. So I said, would it help if I gave you an idea of how to handle no? They said, yeah, if you can tell us what to say next, we'll be fine. So I said, say this. Okay, everyone ready? When someone says no to you, you're inviting them to this event. When they say no, I want you to say this. I'm completely comfortable with your decision not to join us, but I was completely uncomfortable with you not knowing you would have been welcome. Come on. Isn't that great? I'm completely comfortable with your decision not to join us, but I was completely uncomfortable with you not knowing that you would have been welcome. My job is done. I wanted you to know we would love to have you. You've let me know that you've respected me enough to allow me to present my case, and you've made your decision. We're cool. I've done my thing, you've done yours. We're at even, we're good. So I don't need you to comply, and I'm honored that you allowed me to present. I understand your decision not to join me at this event. I just wanted to make sure you knew you would have been welcome, and I would have loved to work with you. So here's how you close a sale. First, write this down. Become convinced to be convincing. Become convinced to be convincing. You should never show up at a sales call knowing they should buy. You should show up thinking they should buy, but not knowing they should buy. Here's what I mean. In the conversation, based on the questions and answers, at some point in the dialogue, you should have a light go on inside of you and go, oh my gosh, well then this is perfect for you. You understand the distinction? So instead of showing up saying, I'm just here to take your money, I've already decided you should buy, it's I'm asking real questions. This is an actual dialogue. We're actually interacting here. And somewhere in the interaction, I might become convinced that this is good for you. And when I am, I will share that. You want to follow what I just said? So once I'm convinced, I say, well, if you don't mind me saying so, I would like to share with you my perspective on your decision here. Based on the fact that this is the case and that's the case and we're doing this and you want that, the pricing seems reasonable, the timing seems right, my encouragement is that you move forward. Does that make sense to you? You want to follow that? So you're saying your truth. Now they can say, I hear you, I don't share that. And you say, no problem. I'm thrilled that we had this time. If there's any way I can answer, so it's still cool. You're not forcing, you're just sharing your conviction. You want for that? So become convinced, share your conviction. Mastering sales is central to everything. So one of the things philosophically I just wanted to introduce to you right now, no matter what, is this. Your driving passion. So on page 26, you see these circles? So write that in. Salary, service, and science. As a guru, people will figure out what is your driving passion. And I just want you to be honest with yourself. It's not about right and wrong. At the moment, you're here because you want to make a ton of money. Great, there's nothing wrong with that. Enlightened self-interest. If you want to make a ton of money, help enough people, you'll get a lot of money. You can have as much as you're willing to deserve. There's nothing wrong with wealth focus. Nothing wrong. Just be honest. So for you, you might say that the reason I'm here, the reason I want to be a guru is because of the money. That's fine. Be honest with yourself. It could be over here, service. It's not about me, it's about changing the world. I want to help people. I want to make a difference. I want people's lives to be better than they were. By the way, everyone, you probably have all three. Put up your hand if you think I've got some of all three. I'm interested in the science, the service, and yeah, okay, so everyone, I got that. But your primary one is one of the three. Is that okay? So one is dominant over the other two. I just want you to become consciously aware of that. It's not right and wrong. Michael.
So you're not saying we should write these three. We're saying salary might be one, but we might have something too that are different.
Oh, no, these are generally it. So I'd write these ones in. But what I'm saying is one of them is dominant. That's all I want you to note now. It's not about right and wrong. So one of these is dominant. Salary, service, or science. So for me, quite honestly, most of my career as a speaker, from the beginning, my number one was the science. I'm fascinated by how humans work. I'm fascinated by how humans connect. I'm fascinated by how people live great lives. I'm fascinated by the science of success. I study this stuff, I can't stop. I've got probably 200 home study courses in my pod thing. I've got 12 of them. I don't know what they are anymore. But I've got these things. But they contain all of these courses. Why? Because I'm incurable. I just want to learn. And I don't just want to learn what they say. I want to connect what they say with what they say. I want to learn from a horticulturalist, a vegan, and an economist to come up with a new idea of how to sell. You get I want to learn from everyone principles and ideas that cross-pollinate philosophies to transform lives. I'm fascinated. So for me, no question, from day one, science. That's my driving passion. But I was broke, so money was pretty big. Once I made enough money, it dropped off completely, and it was only the other two. Once I had enough to live on, it was just science and service. That was it. Wherever your dominant driving passion is, your prospects, customers, clients will know. Whatever is your dominant driver will become evident to everyone who works with you. So if it's all about you and all about money, just know that, and you've got to figure out a way to compensate or balance yourself out internally, because they're going to figure it out. So now, can you stoke the fire under the other two to balance them out? The answer is yes. Now that we've brought it to your awareness, you can now balance yourself out and say, I need to put more emphasis over on these other two. But these are the three to drive a guru's future: the salary, the service, and the science. Again, this is James McNeil, the Guru Builder, and I want you to join us for Sales Mastery. And that was just a sneak peek. Hopefully it gave you some sense. We're going to work together for 2 days. We're going to make sure that you have a calm confidence, a safe strength, and a pure motivation to be able to build bonds, connection, rapport with anyone, anywhere, anytime, and then help those people make informed decisions in their own best interest. We're going to have the time to work together, and I want you to be a part of it. Now, this program is very conservatively priced at $1,297. This is far less than corporations pay for the exact same content. This is privileged pricing just for my Guru Builder clientele. However, you've been given a promo code. That promo code entitles you to a far more dramatic discount, a very dramatic discount, in fact. So instead of it being $12.97, for you, it's only $6.95, and that includes both days, everything that we've talked about in Sales Mastery. So I want you to grab that promo code, go to the website on the screen, register right now, and we're going to spend 2 days together ensuring that with Mastery, you're multiplying that investment 10 times that, 100 times that, every month possibly. What I want to see is massive response, massive success for you. It's $6.95 with your promo code. Register right now. I'm James McNeil, the Guru Builder, saying I look forward to working with you real soon. Thank you.